Kayla, you mentioned the whole, and this still kind of, I wouldn't say trips me out, but I always fail to consider the whole, well, I want to lose weight, so I'm not eating enough calories. That's like a weird sort of understanding.
Yeah.
And, I've seen people that have come, walk across my life that have, obviously everyone approaches the caloric deficit strategy. Mm-hmm. Is that the pinnacle that we need to be following? Is there, talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, I still incorporate calorie deficit. But I find that even with a calorie deficit, people are still eating too little. They're eating too little that they're eating way beyond their calorie deficit. So a typical calorie deficit that a lot of registered dietitians will do is 400 to 500 a day, which over the course of 7 days is going to be your 3,500, which is about a pound.
Correct.
That's the whole concept, right? Sometimes I won't do that much of a deficit because I find that it brings their calories too low to a point where I just don't feel like they could maintain it. And so maybe I'll do maybe more of a 300 or 400. And I also base it off of how much exercise they're doing. Like, I really take a lot of time. I have formulas that I can use, but sometimes calories at the end of the day, to be honest, is just a big old guessing game.
Right, because I've heard, and again, this could be hearsay, but I've heard that in a lot of cases, caloric measurements could still be up to like 20% off for like certain foods and stuff like that.
We're just using formulas and guessing,
Right.
And that's also, from what I see with the clients too, is that some of them get really stressed out because they're just like, I'm off by like 1 calorie,
Not worried about that.
It's an estimation. You can't get the exact amount half the time. But as long as you're trying and you're being very mindful of what you're doing, that's what counts, right?
When I look at their food logs, I look at first just what they're eating, just the quality of it. How is this an actual nutrient dense food? And then I may look at the calories. But for me, it's more about what are you eating? And then, calories is part of it. But oftentimes when you eat healthy food, the calories kind of just follow. You don't have to think about it.